here, representing all things dog blog, continuing our Yoga for Dog routine with the fourth pose of our warm-up, which is upward facing dog pose. Now, if you remember, we last left off our warm-up practicing yoga push-ups. So, once we have completed our push-ups, you know what, you can flow with those push-ups as many times as you want. I usually say, 3 to 5 breaths per pose for the warm-ups. But certainly if you're feeling stronger today and you want to flow with those push-ups for longer, you go right ahead and do that. Whatever feels best for you and your pooch. And remember, you can try placing the dog on the low back for the push-ups, or you could just have the dog lay down. Do you want to lay down, Nikki, on the mat? You're kind of in the way, so I'm going to scooch you over a little bit, okay? Can you scooch over maybe just right here and lay down? Can you lay down right here, please? Is that okay right here? No? How about right here? Can you come over here, please? How about right there? Is that good? Well, see, no, you can't sit right there. She likes to be right in front of my face. But what we can do is to transition to upward facing dog pose is once we come down, instead of pushing back up, what we'll want to do is we'll want to come all the way down onto the belly. Okay, and then what's most recommended is to hold this gentle back bend. It's called the Cobra pose before transitioning to the upward facing dog pose. Okay, so essentially what we're doing is in this Cobra pose is strengthening that low back. So first let's engage all the muscles of the lower body. And actually, you know what, Nikki, you could come sit on my back if you wanted to sit on my back. You want to try that? See how that feels? That might be a good spot for you, huh? Yeah. Okay, so we're activating the muscles of the lower body to help protect that spine. So contracting even the feet and the toes, the calves and the shins, the thighs, the inner thighs, and the glute are all working. They're contracting towards the bone and then pushing down into the mat. Okay. And then the upper body is working as well. So we want to engage the abdominal muscles, of course. The shoulders will be down, away from the ears. Crown of the head lifts straight forward. So our gaze is going to be on the floor. Okay, so we keep that neck in alignment with the spine. It should feel as though it's, just an extension of the spinal column. Okay, and then the hands are just gently rested by the chest. So you want the elbows in. Fingers are spread nice and wide. You can gently press into the mat, but most of the work here is concentrated in the low back. So you should be able to lift and lower the hands. Okay, and then once you've held this pose for a few breaths, you can try transitioning to upward facing dog pose. But only if it feels good, okay? So if upward facing dog feels too much for you today, then please just hold this Cobra pose. This is a lot safer, more of a beginning level pose, whereas upward facing dog is more of an intermediate pose just because it requires a lot more strength and flexibility of the spine. Okay, so when I transition to upward facing dog, first I'm going to move Nikki B. Nikki B, can you come down here, please? Can you come down here, please? Okay, I'll just scooch you. Scoochy scooch. Please move. There you go. You can just lay down right next to me. And of course, if you have a bigger dog, just, encouraging him or her to just stay by you on the mat. And, just incorporating that massage. And smooches, yes, and belly rubs. Okay. But then, so if we want to transition to upward facing dog, what we'll do is on the exhale of the breath, we'll transfer the weight into the hands. and the tops of the feet. Okay, so the legs are lifted up off the mat ever so slightly. Okay, so we're just balancing on the tops of the feet and the hands. The chest is open, shoulders are down, and this time we're going to turn the head to look up the corner of the ceiling. Okay, again, to keep that neck in alignment with the spine. A little bend in the elbows. Okay, we always want to keep those joints soft. Again, 3 to 5 deep breaths in these warm-up poses. And if it does feel too much, like too much of a back bend, we could always just keep it down in the Cobra pose. And I see Nikki B has planted herself on my blanket. She likes to rest on my yoga blanket, so maybe that would be a nice idea for you guys too. You know, just having a blanket or a pillow nearby. So if they don't have as much room on your mats, they could at least lay on your blanket or your pillow. Yes, it's comfy, huh? Because again, just keeping your dog involved in your practice will help strengthen that bond. And I guess that's all the tips that I have for you guys on the upward facing dog pose. Again, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Can you come sit by me? Can you come here? And we'll say bye to everyone. Yes, thank you. Okay, so again, 3 to 5 deep breaths in the Cobra pose or upward facing dog pose if you're feeling stronger today. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video. Namaste.